Hey, good morning, Spartan Nation. Happy February. What is today? The 19th. Happy February 19th. Happy What's Up Wednesday. We have 10 days left in this amazing month. Yes, we have an extra day in February. We have till February 29th. We have Leap Day. So I don't know if we have anyone on our team whose birthday is Leap Day, but I would love to know how you celebrate. Do you celebrate on the 28th or do you celebrate on March 1st? I think that's so cool and interesting. So we do have that extra day, which gives us an extra day to reach out, to invite, to change lives, to crush Team Cup, to crush our goals. We're going to talk about those team goals. We're going to talk about your individual goals. And I have some tips today to help you rock the rest of the month, as well as, I don't know, I'm just going to go out on a limb. Maybe your life. That's what I have for you today. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to hop on while I stir up a little hydrate with what was left of my Energize. Y'all, week 7 of Barre Blend? That's no joke. That is no joke. The minute she upped that baby to 40 minutes, I'm like, what is happening here? Okay, Elise. Okay. So I am loving it. I'm in week 7, day 3 today. Just 7 workouts left in this program. And then we get ready for 10 rounds. If you are not running your own group, if you are kind of in the midst and you're not really sure what to do, as always, you know I'm running a group that is open to you, that is open to your challengers. The requisites are always, they must be on either Performance Line or Shakeology Home Direct. And of course, they have to have Beachbody On Demand. I mean, duh. But they have to be on a product Home Direct. That's a non-negotiable. It's called Palm Trees and Push-Ups. So if you are interested in that, we're going to do some hybrids. We're going to get ready for 10 rounds. And I'm running it with a couple other of my new coaches. If you are interested in that and you've got challengers that are interested in that, and you want to join us rather than run your own, absolutely, you're always welcome for that. And that's what's going to help us kind of get ready for 10 rounds, which sounds so exciting. Speaking of, do you know that we have a team member right here who's in the 10 rounds test group, Joy Chatterton? Joy, I think I will ask her to do a little, a little debriefing on 10 rounds at some point, so we get more knowledge on this program. If you think that would be helpful, I'll ask Joy to chime in at some point, maybe do a Facebook Live next week or so and talk about 10 rounds. I think that would be really, really helpful. I didn't want to cover up my shirt because I think it's so great. Work hard at work that matters. But I'm cold down here, so I'm going to put my jacket on. Okay, today we are talking about some tips to help you crush the rest of your month, maybe help you crush Team Cup. I'm just going to say it, maybe help you crush your life. I am currently reading this book right here, John Maxwell, The Leader's Greatest Return. I'm absolutely loving it. I love John Maxwell books, but I have to be in the right headspace for them and for them to really connect with me. And I shared this on my Instagram story. Some of you might have seen it. The last time I really dug into a John Maxwell book, it was The 21 Laws of Leadership. I've read stuff in between here and there, but the last time I really dug into it and was super intentional about it and was taking notes and was really in the book. The last time I did that was The 21 Laws of Leadership. And when I was doing that book, when I was reading that book, we were marching towards becoming a superstar diamond team. And I had that book, 21 Laws of Leadership, on my bookshelf for quite some time. And I just didn't gravitate towards it. And when I tried to pick it up previous, it didn't work for me. I wasn't connecting with it. And then I picked it up at the time that I needed it. As Gabby Bernstein said, you read it when you need it. And I picked up that book, 21 Laws of Leadership. And it was absolutely one of the pieces in the perfect storm that was a catalyst towards us becoming a superstar diamond team. And the same is happening with this book. Right now, Spartan Nation, you are a top 10 team. Say it loud, say it proud, say it over and over and over and over again. You are a top 10 team. And that is a huge, ginormous goal that, frankly, I've shared with you before. I never felt capable. I never felt that I would be able to lead a top 10 team. I just did not have that confidence. And I ordered this book some time ago. It's been out for a little bit, a couple months, something like that. I've ordered it. It's been sitting on my bookshelf. I took it with me to California. Like, I carried it in my bag to California. Didn't start it. And something clicked last week and I picked it up and started it and I've dug into it. And it's exactly the book that I need to be reading right now because you read it when you need it. And so I wanted to share some of the pieces in this book that I think might help you that are helping me, that will help us crush the end of February, that will help us crush Team Cup, that will set us up for an even better March and hopefully an amazing, amazing year. So grab something to write with, grab something to take notes, because I've got some notes of my own here today that I'm going to be sharing with you. This is not like just Julie talking. This is some note taking. Please consider this your national wake up call for Sparta Nation. I've got some information that you will want to write down. So let's get started. What's Up Wednesday? Tips to crush your Team Cup, crush your month, crush your business, crush the rest of your life, dare I say. Yes, I'm going out on a limb and saying crush the rest of your life. So here we go. Number one, these are all mindsets and really, they're mindsets. These are all mindsets that take no talent. And that's kind of a favorite of mine, the stuff that takes no talent, because I love stuff that takes no talent. It means all of us can do it. It's not some skill or ability that someone is born with. When we dig into, tap into, leverage the habits and the mindsets that take no talent, all of us can build an incredible life of our dreams. So these are all mindsets that take no talent. Number one, everything you do, everything we do, everything we choose, every choice we make has a ripple effect. That's number one. Everything we do, everything we choose, every thought, everything has a ripple effect. All of our actions matter. All of our actions make a difference. The choice to send invites today has a ripple effect, as does the choice not to send invites. The choice standing in the grocery line with the person who's asking you about health and fitness to not continue that conversation and invite them has a ripple effect, as does the choice to invite them to your challenge group. The choice to take some Energize samples, some Shakeology samples, whatever, to preschool pickup and pass them out has a ripple effect, as does the choice not to. The choice to come down here and press play has a ripple effect, as does the choice not to. One of the pieces that I read today that aligns so perfectly with that is this. Listen closely. The secret of super athletes is not that they are super motivated. The thing that sets the elite athlete apart is that they are able to train when they're bored out of their minds or they're tired. Their routines and their schedules keep them in top shape. Super athletes don't let their training schedule depend on their current motivation level, and that's why they succeed. Take that in for a moment. Super athletes are not super motivated. What sets them apart is that they train when they're bored out of their mind or when they're tired, because they understand the ripple effect. So number one, mindset that takes no talent. Understanding, embracing, and acting on the knowledge that everything we do has a ripple effect. That's number one. And tying into with that the best athletes in the world are the ones who train even when they're not motivated, even when they're bored, even when they're tired, even when it feels like they're just going through the motions, they still do it because that's their habit. Number two, mindset. Match your vibration, which to me means energy. Match your energy with what you want. Match your energy with what you want. That's number two, mindset that takes no talent. Match your energy with what you want. Do you want to attract positive, passionate, hardworking, energetic coaches and customers to your ecosystem? I'm going to go with yes, because that's a whole lot more fun to work with people who are positive and passionate and energetic. If you want to attract that, you have to match your vibration to that. You have to be what you want to attract. And it doesn't mean you have to be perfect at it, but you have to be working towards becoming it. Ain't nobody wants to join a negative Nancy or a Debbie Downer. So why would you be that and think you're going to attract something else? Mindset number two that takes no talent, that can help you crush Team Cup, crush the end of the month, crush your business, crush your life. Number two is match your energy to that you want to attract. Be the person, become the person, work to exude the energy that you want to attract. You can't be a negative Nancy or a Debbie Downer and bring in positive Polly. I just made that up. Positive Polly. Is that a thing? Positive Paula? Positive what, Percy? Match your vibration and your energy to what you want. And if you're like, well, I'm just not feeling it today, nobody cares. You gotta do it anyway. Let me read this again. The secret of super athletes is not that they are super motivated. The thing that sets the elite apart is that they're able to train when they're bored out of their minds or they're tired. Their routines and schedules keep them in top shape. Super athletes don't let their training schedule depend on their current motivation level. That's why they succeed. Match your vibration to the vibration and the energy that you want. That's number 2. Number 3. Man, this is a good one. Number 3. I'm really fired up about this share today. So I'm fired up about this What's Up Wednesday. I'm hoping that you're going to find it valuable. Number 3, be aware of your patterns and use them to help move you forward. Be aware of your patterns and use them to help move you forward. There was something else I wanted to read specifically to you. Be aware of your patterns and use them to help move you forward. This is coming from this book. I had to find the exact sentence I want. People who work with the John Maxwell Company corporate division tell me that the number one problem they see in people that they're working with is poor self-awareness. Many people, even at the highest levels of organizations, don't see themselves clearly. They don't know their own strengths and weaknesses, and as a result, they don't find their purpose. When you know what you've been put on this earth to do, and you know what you need to be doing, you don't need anyone to motivate you. Your purpose inspires you every day. Knowing your purpose helps you make a positive impact on the world. So we have to know our patterns, and we have to know if they're moving us forward. If they're not. So here's the thing. Here's the message that I get a lot. A lot of you are digging into this February. That makes me so happy. But I also get messages from people going, oh, I wish I could get up at 5 a.m. like you do. Here's the thing. That is a pattern. That is a pattern that they are telling themselves that they can't get up at 5 a.m. So they're getting up at 7 or 7:30 or whatever, whenever their kids are getting up, and they're already behind the 8 ball, and they're not even aware that they can make, there's no self-awareness there that they can even make a choice to make a difference. Self-awareness is key. Be aware of your patterns and what is serving you and what's moving you forward. And if you are aware of that, and all of a sudden you look up and you're like, well, freaking A, I just watched an hour of The Bachelor, and clearly that did not move me towards my goals. Okay, awesome. Now you're aware of that, and now we have to make a change. So we have to be self-aware. We have to be aware of our patterns so that we understand if they're moving us forward. And if they're not, here's the beautiful thing about patterns. We can make a choice to choose them. So that is number 3. Be aware of your patterns. Use them to move you forward. Number 4. This is a big one. This is a big concept. So you got to think about it, but it's so empowering. It's not so empowering. Number 4, we are surrounded by the decisions that we have made. We are surrounded by the decisions we have made, and we are fully capable of making new and different ones. Number 4, we are surrounded by the decisions we have made, and we are fully capable of making new and different ones. Do you all know how many messages I get from coaches, not on this team, who just message me and be like, oh my gosh, what you're doing is so cool. What your team is doing is so cool. I've been a coach for 16 years. I'm making that up. And I've never hit Success Club. They are surrounded by the decisions they've made. They've made decisions not to invite or engage with the business. But here's the thing. They are fully capable of making new and different ones. Every single one of us is in that same position. Every single one of us is in that same position. We are surrounded by the decisions we have made. We cannot look at our business and go, well, dang, how'd that happen? Those are decisions that we have made. Because go back up to number 1. What was number 1? Everything has a ripple effect. Everything has a ripple effect. Our actions matter and they make a difference. So it ties right into number 4. We are surrounded by decisions we have made. And beautiful, we are fully capable of making new and different ones. If we don't like where we are in our business, if we don't like where we are right now on February 19th, if we're sitting at Success Club 0, that is absolutely due to decisions that we have made. And here's the beautiful part. We are fully capable of making new and different ones. Y'all, that takes no talent. That takes no talent. That simply takes a mindset and a choice. That's a mindset and a choice. So that's number 4 in these mindsets that take no talent that can help you crush Team Cup, crush your month, crush your business, crush your life. You're surrounded by decisions you have made. We are fully capable of making new and different ones. This applies to you and me in our business. This applies to our relationships. Do you not like the way you and your spouse engage in certain conversations? Like, I did not like the way my husband and I used to talk about money. We were not good at talking about money. So I hired an accountant, Emily, who's freaking awesome, who now provides this beautiful third-party objective, conversation for us. And we actually can stand in our kitchen and have really good, positive conversations about money and finances, because I didn't like where we were. We were surrounded by decisions that we had made. So I realized we were capable of making new ones. So I did. And I hired Emily, who's amazing, like life-changing. And because she's so objective, my husband and I can now have different conversations about money that don't result in me wanting to do this to his face. That's not good. Those are decisions that we had made, so we made different ones. It applies to everything. It applies to the business, relationships, it applies to your kids. If your kids are in a situation at school that they're unhappy in, like whether they're on a team or their math grade's bad, that was me. I was surrounded by the decisions I was making in school regarding math because I hated it. I hated it so much. But this rule applies to everyone. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 5, action wins out over everything. Action wins out over everything. Okay, now I got to go back and find this other passage I want to read to you. Action wins out over everything. It's so good. I got to find it. It's so good. It's this 10,000. Okay, here we go. Action wins out over everything. Okay, it was, there's a book about psychologist, Anders Ericsson, studied violinists at the Music Academy of West Berlin. And he divided the students into 3 groups. And the groups were just because of what the teachers thought of their capabilities. But here's the deal. What Ericsson discovered was that the biographies of the students in all 3 groups were similar. Most began practicing at age 8. Most of these students decided to become musicians right about when they turned 15. They had studied under about 4 teachers and had studied about 1 to 2 other instruments in addition to the violin. There was no remarkable difference in talent between them when they started. So now what was the difference? What became the differentiator in these students? Which ones went on to become the stars and which ones maybe were sort of average? Practice time, aka action. By age 20, the bottom group had practiced 4,000 fewer hours than the middle group. The middle group had practiced 2,000 fewer hours than the top group. The top group had practiced 10,000 hours. There were no exceptions to this pattern. Purposeful action was the only factor distinguishing the best from the rest. Purposeful action was the only factor distinguishing the best from the rest. Y'all, we cannot compare our businesses and our lives to someone else who's working harder than we are. We cannot. If they're working harder than we are, no wonder they're further ahead of us on the road, right? Purposeful action is the differentiator. Action wins out over everything. Now, here's the beautiful part. Why is this in the list of takes no talent? Because action takes no talent. There is no magical script. There is no magic inviting. There are some best practices, yes, but if you don't put the practices into action, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The thing that I hear a lot as a group exercise instructor, when I teach turbo kick, when I teach kickboxing, whatever, people will say, "Oh my gosh, you make it look so easy." I hope so. Do you know, I have practiced 10,000 plus hours to make it look so easy. So when my music is wonky, it doesn't bother me. So when this move that I thought we were gonna do doesn't work, I switch. It should look effortless. It should look effortless because of the hours that I have put in practicing. I should be better than the person who's only been teaching 2 years because I put in so many hours of practice. I can't even tell you how many hours of practice. It should be good. You know what I'm saying? So if we're looking at someone else's business who's further ahead of us than ours, what are they doing? They're likely working harder. That doesn't mean working more. It doesn't mean working 24/7. It just means they are taking more action on the habits that are creating a return on investment. They're not diddling around trying to create the most perfect graphic. They're freaking inviting because that's the action. That is the purposeful action, and that takes no talent. So that's number 5. Action wins over everything. Always, always purposeful action. When in doubt, take action. Period. When in doubt, take action. And if you're wondering why you're sitting at Success Club 0 on February 19th, likely it's because you haven't taken enough action. If that feels like a punch in the gut, let it feel like a punch in the gut. Feel the feels. Feel the feels. Because you know what? We all have to do that. As I've watched other teams pass us by, I've had to have the punch in the gut and say, well, crap, it's because I'm not working hard enough. Not because I'm not working enough. It's because I'm not working hard enough on the actions that are producing the return on the investment. And I had to absorb that punch in the gut and go, you know what? I can do better. I can do better. We can always do better. That does not mean we can always do more. If you twist that around and say, Julie told me I had to work 24 hours a day to be a success, that's on you. That's not on me. I am not telling you that. I am telling you to work purposefully on the actions that produce results. And in this business, what are those actions? They again come to the actions that take no talent. They take no talent. Inviting, following up, and sharing. Takes no talent. You know, frankly, when you think about this business, most of what we do takes no talent. That's what makes it so freaking amazing for anyone to join. It doesn't take a lot of talent to invite, to follow up, to share, to press play, to make some energized. It takes no talent for that. If it took a lot of talent, y'all, I wouldn't still be here. I'm not very talented. I'm not very creative. That's number 5. Number 6, big actions, small results. Big actions, small results. Small actions, big results. Small actions, big results. Small actions, big results. Most of the time, what we need to do in our business are not the big ginormous shifts. Okay, think of it this way. When someone comes to you on January 1st and they want to make a change in their life, do you tell them to, all right, you want to make a change in your life? It's January 1st. Here we go. I need you to go clean out your entire pantry and throw everything out. I need you to go to the gym for 2 hours. I need you to only eat kale and breathe air. I need you to give up all things. We would never tell anyone that, right? We would never tell any of our customers that because we know that they will fail. We know that they won't stay with it. But small actions produce big results. So what would we tell a challenger? We would say, okay, today we're going to drink 3 extra glasses of water. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to take that little tiny shift. Okay, tomorrow we're going to drink that water and we're going to go to bed about 15 minutes earlier. All right, little tiny shift. And then next week we're going to drink that water, we're going to go to bed, and we're going to make a shake. That's what we're going to do. And all these little actions end up having big results, right? Because it ends up helping that person stay consistent. And then when they stay consistent, they get results. And then they're in it for the long haul. Yeah. But if you would have told them to go in and clean out their pantry and go to the gym for 2 hours and only eat kale, no one would stay with it. So the small actions add up to the big results. How can we apply that in our business? Because most of the time in our business, we don't need a giant overhaul. We don't need to come up with some brand new system or process. We need a little tiny tweak. Are you sending out 10 invites a day and they're not helping you get to Success Club? Then your tweak should be, I'm sending out 20. Not I'm sending out 200. I was sending out 10. I'm not hitting Success Club. Let me send out 20. Cool. I'm reading 5 pages of personal development a day, but I don't feel like I'm really, growing as a human and as a coach. Cool. Let's read 10. Not let's read 10,000. Let's read 10. So these small tweaks, because I bet, again, if you go back to the one, above that, where action always wins over everything, and it's the people who put in the most purposeful practice time, I would bet you that on any given day, it's not like the bottom group was practicing an hour and the top group was practicing for 8 hours. On any given day, the bottom group's practicing for an hour and maybe the top group's practicing for 2. But over time, the cumulative effect of that little shift adds up so big. So we have to stop thinking that we have to know it all, do it all, and make all these ginormous shifts in our business to get results, because we would never tell a challenger to do that, right? We would never tell a new customer to do that. That would never work in fitness. So why would it work in our business? We have to make little tiny shifts. If we are working 30 minutes a day, it's not resulting in Success Club or moving us forward, then maybe we need to work an hour a day, not 6 hours a day, just an hour, just a little tiny shift. We added on 30 minutes. Okay, so small actions, big results. I've lost track. I think that's number 6. Someone tell me if that's right, if that's number 6. I think this is number 7. What we put out, we get back. What we put out, we get back. That goes up to number 2. Match your energy and your vibrations with what you want. So what we put out is what we will get back. The energy, the karma, all of it, we will get back. If you are putting out a heart full of service and love and intent to help, if you are putting out energy that this works and I want to help you get results, then that's what you will get back. If you are putting out an energy of I need Success Club points, that's going to be like an energy of desperation. So think about what you're putting out. Are you coming from a place of help? Are you coming from this intention that you know to your bone that this works? So you've got to share because you know. And when you're coming from that, that's the karma that you will get back. Maybe now, maybe later, but that's the karma you will get back. If you're coming from a place of desperation, it's not going to happen. I think I've shared this story with you before, but it's worth sharing again. My daughter in musical theater got some advice this summer that when she starts to audition for a job, when she's going into a room and she's auditioning for a job, if that job depends on if she can pay her rent that month, that energy that she's putting out, they will feel that and she will not get that job. So the advice from the mentor in the business was, as you start building a career in musical theater, you better be saving every month, saving all your pennies, save all your money, save all your money, save all your money. Because when you walk into an audition room, you want to walk in with this just open heart and a spirit willing to and ready to share your light and your energy and your craft. And you're just ready to share your gifts. You've been given this gift of being able to communicate through music. You just want to share that. And if it's what the casting director wants, awesome. If it's not, awesome, okay. But if you walk into that room, that audition space, with this air of, if I don't get this job, I can't pay my rent, 100%, you're not getting that job, because what you are putting out is coming back to you. Why would that be any different in our business? When, as Erica always says, when you come from a place of help, when you come from a place of love, when you come from a place of this has changed my life, and you put that out, that is what you will get back. So Amber, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that was number 7. Number 8, all hard work is rewarded. Period. That's on period. All hard work is rewarded. Go right back up to whatever number that was, 5. Action wins over everything. All hard work is rewarded. It might not be rewarded that day, because remember, go to the next one. Small actions, big results. So if we are doing purposeful practice and we are doing it consistently, these small actions, we are going to get big results. All hard work is rewarded. Go back up to number 2, 1. Go back up to number 1, 4. Go back up to number 4. I can't read my writing. Go back up to number 4. We are surrounded by the decisions that we have made, and we are fully capable of making new ones. Which means if we see our business in a place that we don't like, that's a decision we've made. We can make a new one because all hard work is rewarded. This is what it is. This is a universal truth. The chances are, if our business is not where it is, if your child's grades in school are not where I'm speaking from truth. My math grade was so bad. You guys, I got a D in math when I was in high school. It was heinous. I was grounded forever. I mean, if your kids' grades in school are not where they should be, if your relationships are not where they should be, if whatever's going on in your life is not where you should be, chances are, it's a result of decisions you've made and not working hard enough. That is 100% the case with me and math in high school. Decisions that I made, I told myself I'm not good at math. I told myself that my entire life. I'm not good at math. That was a decision I made. I was fully capable of making a new one. And I did not work hard on it because I did not like it. Hence the reason why I was an English major in college. Those are all decisions I've made. Hard work is rewarded because you know what happened? My junior year, it's crazy, but my junior year in high school, I finally decided enough is enough. And I knew I didn't have to take math my senior year. Only had to take 3 years. I'm like, enough is enough. And I started studying like a boss. I started studying my math like a boss. I hated it, but I started studying it. I put in hard work. I made a different decision. I didn't study 18 hours. Remember, small actions, big results. I just studied. I put in hard work. Hard work is rewarded. I studied. And I would go in to take the test, and I would have this feeling of, it was the craziest. It was like, oh my gosh, I know the answer to this. I actually had some confidence. I knew the answers on the test. Mind you, I was not getting an A. I was not getting 100%, but I went to a B, which was my hard work being rewarded because now my decisions were different. I mean, it seems so silly when you talk about high school math, but how many of you have kids right now in school who probably are making decisions or not working hard enough, and they're seeing it in their grades, or they're seeing it on their team. They're seeing it on the team that they want to make, or, whatever. You know that. We all know that. We know that in our own lives, that we look at an aspect of our life, whatever it might be. Maybe it's saving money. Okay, I had a really hard time saving money for a long time. Well, those were the results of decisions that I had made. And if all hard work is rewarded, then it was time for me to dig in and do some hard work on figuring out why it was hard for me to save money and then how to save money. Like, everything that's going on in our lives is a result of the choices we have made. But that is a beautiful thing, because that means we can make new choices, and it takes no talent to do that. So all hard work is rewarded. Last. Well, not quite last, but almost last. What we project, we perceive. That came right from Gabby Bernstein. What we project, we perceive. What we project, we perceive. So what we're projecting in our mind is the reality that we are creating. So here's what happens with coaches. We send an invite on Monday. They don't respond to us. In our mind, we start projecting, oh my gosh, they're ghosting us. They're ghosting me. They hate me. They think I'm a salesperson. I'm being too salesy. Am I being too salesy? Did I give them too much information? They're ghosting me. I'm so bad. I'll never build this business. So then that's what you perceive as your reality. That is the world that you create, because that's what's happening up here. That's what's happening up here. But what if you just simply change the story and you projected, you know what? They're busy. Everybody's busy. So I'm going to give them a couple days in real life, because other people don't build their business on social media like coaches do. So they're probably not on their Messenger or their Instagram direct message or on their email as often as I am. So I'm projecting what is probably the reality. They have a busy life. They just haven't gotten back to me. I know that I'm coming from a place of help. I know that what I'm offering will change their life. They're not ghosting me. They don't think I'm salesy because I'm not doing that. And that's what you perceive. But what you're putting out there in the world is coming from here. So if you feel like you keep getting no's or people are ghosting you, you're making that decision up here. That is the story that you are telling yourself right here. That's how powerful your brain is. It's happening right up here. So stop it and go back up to be aware of your patterns and use them to move you forward. If your pattern is the minute someone doesn't respond to you within 30 minutes that they're ghosting you and that you'll never make this business a success, be aware of that pattern and change it. Be aware of that pattern and change it. Match your vibrations to the vibrations and the energy of the people that you want to work with. If you are projecting negativity, ghosting, and desperation, let me ask you this. Would you want to work with someone who is negative and desperate? Would you want to work with that person? I would not. That would gross me out. So why would you project that out into the world? Because if you are, ain't nobody want to work with you either. We're coming from a place of help. We're coming from a place of love. We're coming from a place of service. What we have will change lives. When you project that and you say that over and over to yourself every single freaking day, that is what you will perceive. What you project, you perceive. Here's the deal. Bottom line. We are catalysts, you and I. We are catalysts in this thing called Team Beachbody and in this thing called life. We are catalysts. We are catalysts for transformation. We are catalysts for inspiration. We are catalysts for motivation. People are watching us and we become catalysts for their transformation, for their inspiration, for their motivation. That does not mean you have to get up in the morning and go, I have to be a catalyst today. Yes, I do. No, you have to go about your day doing the thing that you do, being a light in the world with these tools and products and programs that you have, serving people with a helpful heart. And just by doing that, you are a catalyst for transformation. You are a catalyst for inspiration. You are a catalyst for motivation. Someone's watching you. They are being transformed by what you are putting out into the world, by what you are sharing with them, by what you are showing, by what you are living. They are being inspired and motivated by that. And if you yourself personally feel stuck, let's go back through what you can do. Number one, everything you have, everything you do, everything you say, everything you think, it all has a ripple effect. Our actions matter and they make a difference. That's number one. Number two, match your vibrations with that you want. I cannot explain it any more simply than that. Match your vibrations / energy with what you want. Who and what do you want to work with? Who and what do you want in your life? Match your vibration to that. Number three, be aware of your patterns. Use them to move you forward. If your patterns aren't serving you, change them. Because you can. Because you're awesome like that. You're capable. You created the pattern. Create a new one. Number four, we are surrounded by decisions we've made and we are fully capable of making new and different ones. That gets me so fired up. Doesn't it get you fired up? We are surrounded by the decisions that we've made. We are fully capable of making new and different ones. If we don't like where we are fully capable of making new and different choices to put us in a different spot. Period. If we don't like where we are in our bodies, like we feel like we've gained some weight, we are fully capable of making new and different choices to our nutrition. If we don't like where we are in our bodies because we feel like our fitness is off, we are fully capable of making new and different choices. If we don't like where we are in our relationships, we are fully capable of making new and different choices to have a different relationship. That is so powerful that it applies to everything. Everything. Number 5, I think. Action wins out over everything. Purposeful practice, purposeful action. When in doubt, always choose action. Always, always, always choose action. Action that gets you the return on investment. Not action all day long for the sake of being busy, because there's a difference between being busy and actually being productive and making a difference. I don't need you busy. I need you productive and making a difference. That's what we're trying to do here. Small actions, big results. Doesn't get any simpler than that. What we put out, we get back. All hard work is rewarded. All hard work is rewarded. What we project, we perceive. We are catalysts for transformation. If that doesn't just fire you up and make you feel like a badass, I don't know what does. Like, get up in the morning and say to yourself, I'm a catalyst for transformation. I'm a catalyst for inspiration. I am a catalyst for motivation. Like, doesn't that make you feel like a badass? Because it should. It should, because you are. You're a rock star. You're a catalyst for someone's transformation, their inspiration, their motivation. That is powerful. Do not take that lightly. That is what we do all day, every day. We change lives. We are catalysts for life change all day, every day. That is what we do. Get up and say that. When you get up out of bed and say, I'm a catalyst for life change. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And if you don't like where you are in your business right now, you are the product of the decisions you made. Make some different ones. We are aligned, you and I. We are aligned in purpose. And what is good for each of us individually is good for the team. What we do individually, we do better collectively. What our energy is like individually is 100 times better collectively. If you fight that, if you resist that, your business will kind of stay where it is. It just is what it is. So will your life. It just is what it is. If you choose to do this all on an island, that is an island that you have created and have chosen to live on, enjoy it by yourself, I think that would suck. Give me a cruise ship. Give me an airplane filled with the most positive, passionate people on the planet who have a mission to change lives, who are catalysts for life change. Give me an island filled with people who are catalysts for life change. Give me an island with people who have a goal so big that it makes me cry when I say it and cry when I think it. But this is for you, and this is where we're going. This is where we're going. This is the ride we are on right now. This is the ride we are on right freaking now. This is our ride right now. We can be a top 10 team, and this is how we get there. Our 2019 and 2020 coaches, they are our fuel. They are our fuel. They push us there. 2019 and 2020 coaches, you are our fuel. Without you, we got nowhere to go. And we have been waiting on you. We have been waiting for these 2019 and 2020 coaches to come in and be ready to rock and roll. And coaching and teams have seasons, and this is our season, Sparta Nation. We've been waiting. You push us. You are our fuel. Don't take that lightly. You are a catalyst for life change. Okay, awesome. Sorry. It's just so crazy. Awesome. But what do the veteran coaches do? Because here's what I think sometimes happens on these veteran teams like us. There's so much attention that gets paid over here, and we talk so much about 2019, 2020 coaches, and I'll be honest with you, corporate does it too. It's kind of like pop culture, I suppose. You know, corporate likes the new, corporate likes the shiny. But there's a lot of truth, there's validity that if we don't have new coaches on our team, we have no new energy or new lifeblood. Well, guess what, Sparta Nation? Right now we have a crap ton of new coaches on our team, and they're fueling us and they're pushing us. And the ascent, we've never had anything like this. So 2019, 2020 coaches, you are our fuel. Without you, we have nowhere to go. But veteran coaches, here's what happens. You are our pull. You are providing the direction. Veteran coaches hitting Success Club and rank advancement, you're pulling us along. It's really awesome if we have fuel, but if we don't know where the hell we're going, it doesn't matter how much fuel we have, right? But if we've got all these veteran coaches and they want to go somewhere, but we don't have any fuel, we're not going anywhere. Do you understand? This is a team. That's why if you are on an island right now, if you're on an island, you're on an island of your own choosing. You're in your own one-man airplane, hanging out, putting around over the ocean somewhere, going nowhere, where we're on a jet plane with a goal that we've never had before. We've never had this goal before. I can't even talk about it anymore because I cried too much about it because it's just so freaking awesome. It's so awesome. And we've never had this goal before. And it's because we've never been ready for this goal before. And by we, I mean me. You guys have probably been ready. Like, let's go. And you've been waiting on me. Okay, I'm on board. board. Let's go. I'm in now. I'm in. You've been waiting on me. And, here we are. Here we are with a really big goal that's going to take all of us. 2019, 2020 coaches, they're our fuel. And our veteran coaches, they're the steering wheel. The two parts work together. It's not one or the other. We can't have the fuel without the direction. We can't have the people who want to steer the ship if we don't have any fuel. We work together to make this happen. And we use these points that take no talent. That's the beautiful thing about them. They take no talent, and you can implement them right away to crush Team Cup, to crush this month, to crush your business, and you can take them into your life. And that's also what makes this business so amazing, is everything that we do in it transfers right into our life. Everything about this business makes our life better if we let it. That's what makes it so cool. So, Spartan Nation, you're a top 10 team right now. And I have written down, much to my fear, last week, y'all made me do it. I wrote it. And I realized that this team's just been waiting on me to catch up with all of you. And I've caught up. I'm here now. I'm ready to steer the ship along with these veteran coaches. And I'm ready to help and cheer on these that are fueling us. And this is where we're going, Spartan Nation. For the first time, we are saying it out loud, and we are saying it loud and proud. And it's exactly like, God, I remember that. I remember saying for the first time, it was November 2014. I know exactly where I was. And I had put that we would be a Superstar Diamond team. I kind of played around with it, whatever. I know exactly where I was when I said out loud for the first time that we're going to be a Superstar Diamond team. I know where I was sitting. I know who I was talking to. I can probably think about what I was wearing, and I know when I said it. I said, we're going to be a Superstar Diamond team. And I said to the person that I was talking to, we're going to be a Superstar Diamond team, and they've just been waiting on me to lead them there. And by lead, I mean collaboratively, not like I'm the leader with, the flag. Like, they've just been waiting on me to say, we're going. And that's how I feel now. Like, we're going to be a top 10 team. We're going to be a top 10 team. And you've been waiting on me. Thank you for waiting. Because I'm here. So let's go. That's what's up on Wednesday. Let's make it a great day.